kind of world are we living in where people can behave like this, treat other people this way without any compassion or feeling for their suffering? We are living in a dark, dark age, and you are part of the problem. Now, I suggest you take a good long look at yourselves because I never want to see either of you again.
Tough dame. Tough.
Welcome to the show about the show, the podcast. This is episode 460. My name is Will, and I'm a tough dame. As always, Atticus is here, who isn't a kid. Hi, Atticus.
Hey.
This is a show currently about Twin Peaks. Today, we're talking about The Return Part 6, Don't Die. We also have a Patreon, where we release a bonus hangout show every week. That's over at patreon.com/Dr. Skeleton. Subscribe to us on YouTube. How's it going, Atticus?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah?
It was a kind of a slog of an episode, in my opinion.
Yeah. I feel, doing this show, I feel a little obligated to be like, an optimist about the show, or like, up in the episodes. I don't want to just like come out and be like a hater or...
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to say you don't like something about Twin Peaks. It's such a beloved property. How about that? That's a good way. That'll get the David Lynch heads really excited. This franchise, if it's a property, this IP.
That's why I don't like saying something bad.
But yes, I didn't have a lot of time for this episode. I gotta say, this one got on my nerves more than I think any previous episode of The Return. So
Yeah.
I'm a little reassured to hear you say it was a slog as well. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I've liked a lot of this. Okay, I'm not trying to be contrarian here. I would love to love this episode. I don't care about Dougie. This Dougie stuff.
Yeah.
It is. I am not finding it quite as charming as I think a lot of you are.
It's run its course. Have we not seen this happen before? Like all of it.
I mean, it's happening again. Yep. Got it.
Dougie says everyone, and then says it enough times until they drag him somewhere else.
Yep. So it's okay if you guys want to just like tune out now. We're gonna be a little bit on our bullshit today. we don't have the enlightened Ben to tell us about why this is actually good. He's still out on assignment, but we'll be here. So let me just quickly shift over to something else real quick before we get into the episode. It's March, and it's March Madness. I don't even need to ask you if you pay attention to college basketball, because I know you don't.
Correct.
Okay. I don't either. And it's now the other half of the audience that was for some reason tuning in for that. I went and saw our grandfather and grandmother this weekend, and I found myself asking our grandfather to explain the NCAA tournament to me, and he straight up started from like first principles, basically. Like after he basically got to the point where he was like, okay, so there's like a winner and like a loser of like a game now too. Because I'm so out of the loop on how this goes, because I'm asking him like, does every college play in the tournament? He's like, no. You have to be good enough to get into the tournament at all. I'm like, okay. And that's when he really slowed down. And he's like, okay, so there's like 64 teams that start, and then it goes to 32 teams, and then 16, and then he goes all the way. And so apparently 64 is like is a small percentage of the number of colleges that are
Whoa.
out there.
Shocking.
You could give me a million years, I could maybe come up with exactly 50 college names.
Yeah.
Where I'd just be like, University of State, and
Yeah.
then say all
And then
all
maybe
states.
you could get another 20 by guessing northern state,
Oh,
you know.
sure. Yep. Mm-hmm.
but maybe not all of them have that.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a lot of basketball going on out there, I guess.
And they all want to play, like, they all want to play in the same.
They all want to play?
Okay.
And that was one of my questions, too. And like, so they're all playing, like, in Indianapolis or something? It's like, there's like four north, east, south, and west conferences or something. Or like there's different regions where they're playing. I don't know why I just thought everyone was playing in Indianapolis, too. I just really showed my ass when it comes to college basketball this weekend, I guess. I was straight up Dougie when it comes to knowing about the NCAA. And then the NIT is apparently another thing. It's like if you're not as good as it to get into the NCAA tournament, you could go to the NIT tournament. Didn't know that.
I love the idea of everyone who watches that thinking like I'm watching the little league guys. Like kind of, it's like you couldn't play at all. I don't know. I'm being nice to them and I'm watching. It's like I'd be exhausted doing any of that.
I guess I feel bad for not realizing that it's an honor just to get into the tournament to begin with. I kind of thought everybody played anyway.
Yeah, I remember hearing like Iowa would be in and then out the first round or something, and thinking that was oof.
Yeah, Dad was
big
like,
oof.
This year, Iowa State, and University of Northern Iowa are all in the tournament. And I'm like,
They all
"And the
showed up.
sky stays blue, dude. Get the fuck out of my face."
I can show up to lose any day.
Yeah. So whatever. I didn't like this episode very much, dude. And I just woke up from a nap. I'm going all over the place. This episode aired June 11th, 2017. It was directed by David Lynch. It was written by David Lynch and Mark Frost. And I guess why don't you take over from here? Save me.
Okay. Cooper as Dougie. This is an interesting new style guide update to how we're talking about this, which is very infuriating.
Because it's still Cooper, right?
It's always been Cooper, right?
This is Cooper. This is still Cooper. We're not saying this isn't Dougie. We saw like a photo of Dougie in this episode. This is still Cooper. Stop saying that this is Dougie, you fans. This is me. This is the show about the show, the podcast versus the fans of the show. You're on trial.
Cooper as Dougie stares at the statue outside of the Lucky 7 insurance building until a police officer takes him home due to the law against loitering in the area. When he arrives home, Janey-E tells him she will make him a doctor's appointment. She has him go say goodnight to Sonny Jim until she opens an unmarked envelope delivered to their home, containing a photo of Dougie with Jade. She reprimands Dougie until they receive a phone call from the individuals to whom Dougie owes money. She plans to meet them at the park the next day.
Oh, great. More Cooper being clueless. My favorite.
Yeah.
Let's get a little
Does
bit of
it
that.
downstairs and upstairs and then again downstairs.
Mm-hmm. Some might think that this is a kind of a dark episode with maybe we're seeing darker parts of the human condition in this episode, or like pain and suffering, Garment Boozy and all that. But I think that this is has a very optimistic view of the human condition, because the cop didn't just airhole Dougie for loitering like instantly.
Yeah, I told you twice. You're going down.
Yep. And he's, sir, you're gonna be you will be kinetically altercated if you continue in this manner. And he's like tactically rolling from like a bollard to bollard, and then just blows Cooper's shit smooth off. I think that'd be maybe I might appreciate that version a little bit more.
Yeah.
Honestly, get the Punisher version of.
He could slide down like a slide, like the Boston slide, shoot Dougie.
Yeah, at terminal velocity. Yeah.
What's Dougie trying to do? He's trying, or Cooper as Dougie. We're throwing in the mysterious, suspicious quotation marks too. Like style guide all over the place on this. But he's like trying to pull his sleeve off or something.
Oh, yeah. He just seems to be caught.
He's going
in something.
toddler
Yeah,
mode.
he doesn't seem to have like too much. I mean, he's being pulled around by the different characters. He doesn't seem to be too interested in anything himself except for like coffee maybe. He
Case
kind of likes
files.
the Miss Vicky's potato chips, which I guess I agree. Those are good as hell. That's a good potato chip.
They looked, from memory, like the bag was the barbecue flavor, but they didn't look barbecue flavored when they came out of the bag. Is the
Is that
regular
not the original?
Is Miss Vicky's original? Is it also a red bag?
Yes. That's red. I guess sea salt you can get
Okay.
red.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But let me also search barbecue. Well, how do you feel? What kind of potato chip flavors are you messing with?
I think you should always be doing sea salt vinegar. And
Salt and vinegar.
yeah. And they kind of keep you honest, because they're like my mouth can take about a serving size amount
Yeah.
of that before it's like this all good.
There's a sort of like a self limiter
Mhm.
built in to the salt and vinegar. Yeah, I like the salt and vinegar. I like a regular. Maybe I'll go for like a cracked pepper or something, black pepper every once in a while. Can't get into barbecue
Really?
potato chips. Not for
Yeah.
me.
I could eat them if given them, but I never would specify them.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, how about sour cream and onion? Is that for you?
I don't think Miss Vicky does that, but I would allow it. Some Lay's sour cream and onion.
Mm-hmm. I like them in specific contexts.
Mhm.
On a soup, some
Ooh,
such.
yeah.
Sonny Jim sleeps with the light on. What's going on with that? Like time to go to bed, and then turns on the light.
Yeah,
His
that's kind of
kid
strange.
doing it
Cowboy
freaking
light.
backwards. Cowboy light? Is that what he had?
Yeah, can I
to
sleep
read
with my cowboy light?
Oh, nice.
He had a clapper.
The clapper.
Were
was cool.
clappers
You ever-
big in 2017? I feel like that feels more early.
That's like from
2000s.
our childhood or something, right? That was
Yeah.
like, and I only saw commercials for it.
Yeah.
Was it a real thing? Do you know anybody with like a clap on?
I
Clap
believe
off light?
our cousin did.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mhm.
Interesting. Janey-E says that she'll meet the people that are asking for money
It
at
seemed like she
the quarter of Guinevere and Merlin.
Ooh, that's pretty good. I like that. I didn't catch that. I do think it's kind of funny that it seemed like she intentionally scheduled that over the doctor's appointment. Like she set both times. She could have scheduled to meet the guys before lunch. Not that she owes Dougie anything, but it seems very funny that she's like, I'll take you to the doctor at noon. And then the first time something comes up, I'm free at noon and I'll meet you there.
I missed that. That's good. Because I did catch her saying noon 30. She's gonna
Yeah.
meet the guys at noon 30.
That does feel like a very I feel like that's an authentically Twin Peaksy to me thing to say. Like, it's
Yeah,
just odd enough.
kind of like homey or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. My problems with this episode are not really with Naomi Watts.
No,
I mean, I think
no.
I'm a little over the like, Dougie, come on,
Yeah.
I can't believe you did that. Like, we talked about this last week. If Dougie, the real Dougie, behaves in such a manner that this is not too out of character, which is why they're not like immediately trying to take him to the hospital and
Right.
examine. You wouldn't like expect him to do anything anyway, though, right?
Yeah.
Like if it doesn't explain people's expectations for him to like act in a certain way. What do you?
They have normal
He's not
expectations
gonna
for
do
him. He doesn't meet them, and then they like, and then they do everything for him. It's bizarre.
Which I guess is probably the point.
Me criticizing Twin Peaks. It's bizarre.
It's kind of a little weak. It's a little trippy. All right, well, let's move on.
After our expectations have been skewered, Mike appears to Cooper, urging him to wake up and to not die. Small sections of light begin to appear on Dougie's case files, including near the names of the insurer, Anthony Sinclair. Cooper marks them with scribbles, zigzags, and other lines.
Mike hits the Elon. You catch that?
What did he?
Like, he's walking around with his one arm like outstretched in a particular
Interesting.
manner.
His heart
Cooper
went out
hit
to the audience.
ChatGPT. He has this like autofill going on with the. I guess this is who do you think is guiding Cooper, or like what do you think is guiding Cooper? Is it the White Lodge? Is it Mike? What's going on here?
I don't know. I don't know if I was watching it on too small of a screen because I was watching it on my phone. I'm embarrassed to ask this question, but I'm still going to do it. How obvious was the light indicating what he was drawing on? Incredibly obvious?
It could be kind of mistaken for like a glare.
Okay.
A little bit, but it was like sort of a yellow, fuzzy splotch a little bit.
Okay.
That would just kind of like sparkle near different things. It's a little like they made the like in a video game they'll highlight something in
Okay.
yellow to show that you can interact with it.
He was just going up to it and pressing triangle.
Yeah. He's the cutting back and forth between like it as Zoe pointed out, it seems like he's about to do something like this entire scene, and they just cut back and forth between him looking at the page and then him scribbling just over and over again, and it's him still scribbling. It is building this tension, like what's gonna happen, and then I think there's an abrupt cut to the next scene, so it's on purpose, but like it's annoying.
Yeah. Albert goes to Max Vaughn's bar, where he meets with Diane Evans.
This was actually,
And this is Diane?
believe
this down?
so.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
man. Laura Dern, looking cool in her shirt, in her hair, in her makeup. Damn, that's cool. More Albert. Anytime we get more Albert, I'm thankful. And he's getting rained on outside, and he says,
Well, Gordon's
"Fuck
like having
Gene
a
Kelly,
party.
you motherfucker." That's a really good line.
Yeah. And Gordon is like drinking at home or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I guess did you think we were gonna meet Diane in person?
I didn't. I thought that was just over.
Yeah. I knew that this was coming. This had been spoiled for me, so I can't like really weigh in on whether or not I thought it was gonna happen. But I mean, I love Laura Dern, so I'll take it.
Proceed.
Hopefully we get more of I don't know how much more she's in this. Presumably there's going to be more. They introduce her, and I'm here for it. That'd be great.
I made the same mistake with Wally though, meeting him once and expecting more.
True.
Richard Horne snorts a drug and meets with Red to discuss the trafficking of a drug called Sparkle. Red makes a threat to make sure Horne does not double cross him and does a magic trick with a dime. Seems like real magic.
You know, I doing close up magic on your ass so you do what I tell you is like a
Yeah.
pretty good trick. So that's this drug is probably what Amanda Seyfried and her boyfriend were doing in the last episode. So it's not cocaine.
Something a
It's
little
fine.
better.
Something a little bit better. Whatever strange location that they're meeting at here with Richard Horne and Red and the henchman has like a new black Corvette. Just like a modern evolution of like American muscle car or something. It's a cool car, and just paying attention to the cars here. And I guess because so Richard like does some sparkle, he hits the sparkle, and then Red starts like fucking with him like right away. Red does not seem like a particularly friendly trip sitter to immediately start being
Trying to
extremely
freak you
weird.
out.
Yeah. And the henchman standing there smiling as he holds like what appears to be an old timey gangster's Tommy gun the whole time. That's fun.
It looks like I'm not a gun aficionado, but it kind of looked like a very like basic prop gun. Like it looked like it didn't have enough details or something. But
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's like a PS2 model in real life or something. It's just hanging out.
but what do I know? Maybe they look like that.
Maybe that's how guns look. There's something off about it, for sure, that I think we both cluing in on. I think Red's performance here is interesting, it's a very like classic Lynch villain, like Blue Velvet type of performance. He looks like legitimately surprised at like what his body's doing at different times. Like he's like clenching his fists and opening his hands, and like something will do that, and he's kind of watch where his hand went. He looks legitimately unhinged, and weird. But that was kind of fun. He does this like, "This is you, heads I win," like thing to Richard. This Richard Horne guy, he's an interesting looking fella.
Yeah. Have we seen him in anything before?
He looks familiar. Who's this actor? This is Eamon Farron. He's Australian.
It's a cool name.
He's in The Witcher TV show. So I watched some of that. So maybe I saw him in that. Huh, I don't know.
Didn't seem like he took off after this. He's
Well,
good so far.
his character certainly takes off. Drives
in a truck.
drives a truck.
To Upset. Horne drives. Am I skipping a line? No, excuse me.
No.
Upset. Horne drives as Carl Rod heads into Twin Peaks from the Fat Trout trailer park with Mickey and Bill.
I didn't think. Speaking of characters that we didn't think we'd see again, I didn't think we'd see more Harry Dean Stanton. From Fire Walk with Me, like the boss of the trailer park. That's
Oh, okay. Thank you for.
yeah, fun to see him again, I guess. He died September 15th, 2017, very shortly after this.
Wow.
aired. Again, we're getting like some of the final looks at some of our greats in this show, which is it's a weird feeling to see. Like, man, Harry Dean Stanton. This is like basically the very end of his life that we're seeing. And he says in the car, he's like, he's talking to Carl, I guess. He's like smoking a cigarette. He says, "I've been smoking every day for 75 years," and he smiles, showing off a brand new set of pearly white chompers. It just kind of seems a little funny for Harry Dean Stanton to have pearly white chompers, I think.
Heidi and Shelley talk to Miriam Sullivan at the Double R Diner, and Sullivan leaves a tip that Heidi and Shelley feel that she cannot afford as they plan to treat her. It looked like a 20.
Maybe she can't afford. I mean, yeah, that's a hefty tip.
For 2 cake, 2 pieces of pie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she had a nice car. I don't think I would like worry about a customer affording it.
I'm guessing they have other info on her background. Man, if I was Shelley and I was hearing Heidi's laugh every day for 25 years, I would be so nuts.
Yeah. Stop it.
Sorry, Heidi. That was bothering me. Your laugh was bothering me.
No one's laugh should bother us, but that's not the way the world works.
Mm-hmm. You seem to be full of joy and mirth, and that's good for you. I feel like you're faking it though. You're doing this on purpose.
Would you be willing
there's
to
some people
say?
Who, like, play up their sneezes.
Yeah.
Like classmates who do something like, oh, I just sneeze a little bit different. I'm like, I don't think you do. I think you're doing this. I think you're doing this. For
I can't
attention.
prove it, but I feel like I heard you sneeze normal before.
Yeah, haven't seen the show, but I'm doing that. I'm doing the guy from Dexter on you. I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna be watching you, seeing if you sneeze differently, and I'm gonna spring my trap on you.
Murder you.
Laugh normal, Miriam. I know you can do it. Or Heidi.
Heidi is a good name for someone who laughs like that.
That is true.
I know we've seen it before, but I think it's funny that where the Double R Diner has an updated sign that like the Double R to go is very like, feels almost more modern than 2017 somehow.
Huh. Do you think they got like a ghost kitchen situation going?
Yeah.
Like how the Double R Diner would have fared during the 2020 like COVID-19 stuff.
Yeah. They're definitely on Dashmart.
Dashmart?
Yeah.
What's that?
Or DoorDash.
Oh, gotcha.
Dashmart is like their proprietary store that you can buy from.
Is that real? Are you still?
Yeah.
Are you
no, it's real.
Okay. Very well. That's suspicious, but okay.
It's basically like a grocery store that's optimized for DoorDash so they can like do quicker orders and
where do they just go to like a different grocery store to pick it up, or like they have a
in my town there's just like a Dashmart. Like I don't know if you could go in and shop. I don't think you could.
it's just like a warehouse for groceries.
Yeah.
With frequently ordered groceries or something.
Yeah.
Oh man. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess not everything needs a reaction. I don't
think so. It's neither good nor bad. It's just, I mean, maybe it's
something
bad.
That's happening. Well, you could just like, what's the take? What's the take?
I just accidentally said that instead of DoorDash. Horne, still upset from his encounter with Red, especially with Red calling him kid, speeds and illegally passes traffic while driving through Twin Peaks, which causes him to run over and kill a child with his truck. This is illegal, by the way. Carl witnesses this, and after seeing a gold aura float from the child's body, he goes to comfort the mother.
Truck crash. This is, I think, like I was already like kind of I was frustrated with the doggy stuff happening here, and then this episode didn't cut the horrible with the beautiful the way that other episodes have. They kind of had like, here's some annoying stuff and then here's some like brutal stuff. And so that was like a less fun mixture, I guess. And the truck crash, this killing of this child is like almost slapstick in
Yeah.
its physicality here, but like it's not funny, but it's like it's almost funny or something.
It's
And
like the
with
language of funny.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's absolutely horrible. Um, and like the guy who like waved the kid across the crosswalk to begin with, like just totally underreacts. I thought that was kind of strange too. Like he just sees that and then he just kind of slowly puts his hands over his face, like, oh shoot, after like just getting totally flattened, just really, really bad. And so we see like some Garmin Bosia, I assume, leaving the boy and his mother traveling through the power lines to the Black Lodge. I think that's
Okay.
what we're meant to get out of that.
The final shot is of the power lines, right?
Yeah, and did you see like
Yeah.
the floating thing? Okay,
Yeah.
the golden aura. What'd you make of this scene?
Um, I think like yeah, I totally get what you mean about like it feeling slapsticky and like just a weird vibe and like people's reactions are very strange. Um, everyone
The whole
seems to be
town like kind of
underreacting.
yeah. Everyone comes out in like forms like a really wide perimeter, and only Carl like goes up to them. But like it seems like many people come out and just watch from a distance. Hmm.
Does does Red? I don't remember, or not Red. Does Richard really react even to hitting the kid, or do we not see that moment from his perspective at all?
He does. I mean, yeah, it's a hit and run, right?
Yeah.
He just kind of keeps going, and he says something about like, watch where you're fucking going, or like
Okay.
he's like pissed off about it, and yeah, he's like really mad about being called kid this whole time. There's that intersection in Fire Walk with Me that this reminded me of, where there's I can't remember who's in what car. Oh, like Mike comes up, or I guess Philip Gerard. I don't know, driving like
The RV.
the RV. Yeah, there's some
Yeah.
just a sort of intersection car pranks with your friends happening in each of these.
He's just someone I do car breaks with. Okay. Duncan Todd sits in his office and a red box appears on his computer screen. He closes it out and goes to the desk behind him, where he opens a safe and removes an envelope with a black circle on the front.
I hate when the big red square pops up on my screen, dude.
When it's time to go grab something,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta take action.
More Fischler is always good, though.
Yeah.
Big Fischler back in the building. Happy for that. Guess I forgot his name is Duncan Todd, or I don't know if we ever learned that, but I'm interested to see where this goes. I want to get back to this these glass box situation. What's happening with that? I feel like the fish man is somehow connected to that.
The glass. Yeah. Like he's like administrating for the billionaire
Ooh, yeah.
who organized it.
Yeah.
And is the
Something like that.
billionaire potentially the Dark Cooper, the doppelganger?
Well, yeah, that's who it seems like Duncan Todd is. He's involved with him somehow, right? He doesn't strike me as well, yeah, I guess he has that like fancy Mercedes. I don't know. That's good
Maybe
good
enough
thought.
money to seem like a billionaire, if not actually. Like enough money to fund this or something.
Maybe, yeah.
Who cares? You gotta give me a little something, for me to even wonder. Dougie's destroyed car is towed as authorities investigate, finding the back bumper on the roof of the drug-addicted mother.
Mother's house. I
Right.
would contend with the summary writer here.
Right. I'm sure she's got other qualities, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for shorthand, I suppose. That's kind of how we know her.
That's
I
how we
guess.
know her.
The 119 lady.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. You just say
And
she's
she's
the
still
woman who lives across from
yeah,
Jade.
the only
stuff.
other people in the neighborhood.
Kid's not in the scene, is he? Nowhere to be found.
Oh, good call.
Hopefully at
didn't notice.
school.
I'm sure.
Anything else on the scene?
No. I guess you know, what's it called? Like is it like the NATO alphabet? Like when you like say words phonetic or letters phonetically so you can spell things out over
I think
like,
it's just
the
like
phone or
phonetic
something?
alphabet.
Okay. But there's like a standardized one which
I had it somewhat memorized. I was a travel agent support
when you're an operator,
specialist. Yeah.
when we were calling an
And I was
airstrike.
alpha and beta and delta-ine.
Yeah. But the that's not what this cop was using. He was saying like he was spelling out like the
Oh, that's
license
right.
plate is like Dougie Love, right? But he was saying he's like instead of Delta uniform golf,
Oscar.
he said like yeah, he said David for D and then like other Union. He's using
Interesting.
other words, which I mean, not that like people need to memorize the alphabet or anything. I certainly don't have it. I just had to look it up now. But I feel like that's what like cops would do.
Yeah.
They would they would have that, and just seems like probably good practice for having some sort of standardized language on that. It's very hard to come up with in
Yeah.
the moment a word that
You feel
starts with
extremely
any letter.
stupid.
I feel so dumb all the time.
Yeah, I had the alphabet like in front of me, so I never had to think about it. So I wasn't having to like A as in annoying. Like, the cop also is like barely shouting from like 3 houses away this license plate. Or was that
Seems
just
to
my
pick it
mix
up.
of it?
It was kind of soft. It seemed to be pretty routine. But it's like a major explosion.
Yeah. Okay, at a motel, hitman Ike the Spike Stadtler. Did you pick that up? Did you catch that? This is Ike the Spike.
No, I think I can see how he got
Yeah.
his nickname.
Yeah. You might come to a similar nickname.
Mm-hmm.
Hitman Ike the Spike Stadler receives an envelope with a black circle. Inside are photos of Lorraine and of Dougie Jones. With his spike, he stabs the photos.
And do we hear Lorraine's music in this scene too, or is it just later when she actually gets killed? But she has like that hip hop track that is
Oh yeah,
like
I think
her
just
accompanying.
I think we only hear that when he's showing up to Ike the Spiker.
Okay, I mean, and we've seen it with like the other times we've seen Lorraine, but yeah, I don't know. This guy seems he's got an MO.
He's found something he's
He
passionate
stabbed.
about.
You know what? We should all be so lucky.
He's very satisfied with his work. He seems to kind of miss Lorraine. Like I feel like he stabs her like potentially in the hair.
Her photo.
Yeah.
I
But
didn't catch that. I thought he just got her.
Mm.
He's a little person. Is that how to
I believe
say
so.
it? Okay. David Lynch, what's going on, dude? Like, you just can't get. Like, wouldn't it be weird if like a little person was a killer, sort of thing?
It's like,
Feel like
why
that's
would that
not
be
what you-
weird?
And
But
I guess
yeah, I
so.
guess
It'd be kind
so.
of weird for everybody to be a killer, but whatever, man. All right.
Sure. As long as you're gonna be chill about it. Um, Cooper goes to Dougie's work where he is. This. I'm sorry that every single time I'm doing this, but they cannot get a handle on how they're referring to this person. Over this single episode, we've gotten Cooper as Dougie. We've gotten Dougie in quotation marks. And now we've got straight up Cooper goes to
just
Dougie's
Cooper.
work.
Also, that's a very like child way of saying. I went to his work. His like workplace or his.
We've already
office.
established Lucky 7 Insurance Building as a location we
Mhm.
could refer to. But okay.
But going to somebody's work feels
Yeah.
like not quite grammatically correct or something.
Yeah. Unless you were like the only context I can like he showed up at my work. Like a stalker you might describe showing up at your job at your work. Maybe.
Well, how's their job then?
Yeah.
He showed up
Cooper
at
goes
my
to
work?
Dougie's job.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Fandom. Take note. Cooper goes to Dougie's job, where he is called into Bushnell Mullen's office. While initially confused by Cooper's apparently childish scribblings, he soon seems to understand the meaning behind them.
Oh, good. More Dougie bullshit.
He offers him a handshake, and hilarity ensues.
Doesn't
Because
know
Cooper
what to do
doesn't
with
know
that.
what... Yeah.
Would you go if you were Bushnell Mullins, Atticus? Would you go through each and every folder to see if he scribbled on all of them?
Yeah, I was
do you think
thinking
you-
that. I was thinking... I think you get the idea here.
Like, oh yeah, he didn't really do his job here.
Did he do, like, page 2, though?
Right. Like, oh, maybe he just scribbled on the first 99 pages, but in the next one he like sat down and filled out the form in a way that is recognizable.
I'm going to check to the last detail on this last page here.
Obviously, it does end up being the case that he was, I guess, doing a
Convinced.
little bit of work. I think you're right about Andrew Sinclair committing fraud, though. I think that was your theory last week.
And that
I think
Dougie
that's what's
just
going on here.
detects it somehow, or that Cooper as
Yeah.
Dougie. I'd probably shake that guy's hand. That guy offered me a handshake. Probably shake it.
Yeah.
It seemed like if you shake that, you might
A shake
get a
away.
boat put in your name, you know?
Yeah, you're a made man at that point.
Welcome to the executive suite. Janey-E meets with Tommy and Jimmy and pay them $25,000 of the $52,000 Dougie owes them, stating her reasons to be the Joneses' financial situation. She really dresses them down. For daring.
This was a good scene.
Yeah, I agree.
I liked this. Janey-E totally gets their asses.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm going to say about this scene?
Go for it.
You know what I'm going to say about the actors in this scene?
I
We
don't.
see- did you recognize one of the actors in this scene besides Naomi Watts? One of the thugs
I haven't.
is Jeremy Davies, Daniel motherfucking Faraday from Lost.
Okay.
And
I'm
he's still
sad
doing
Ben
his-
wasn't here.
He's still doing his whisper thing, in a
Yeah.
even more extreme way. But that was fun. And it got me thinking, which Lost alumnus have we seen in Twin Peaks so far? I think it's Big Fish and Jeremy Davies. I can't think of any others.
Who
But
do you
there
think
might
would fit
be-
the best in?
Who would be a good Who on the island would be a good member of the Twin Peaks
I don't know if
situation?
you need to rephrase my question. I think I nailed it. Who would be the best in?
Nestor. I miss Nestor Carbonell or whatever the guy's name. The immortal
Oh
Richard
yeah, he would
Ricardo.
be great.
I think he would be an interesting guy to show up. Jacob too.
I think Sawyer would fit in to this season.
Oh, totally. Being
He'd chill
angry
around with
cowboy.
the double. I think he'd chill out. He'd either be a sheriff, or he could chill out with the doppelganger.
I
Good
really
enough to know
like
good.
that. I really like Sawyer in Twin Peaks. Good call. Good call. It's in low moments of Twin Peaks where I miss Lost, and I am missing Lost.
You
a little bit
reminisce
right now.
about Lost.
Mm-hmm.
That is not a compliment to this season of Twin Peaks, is it?
And that is going too far. I know from me. Like, I do think Twin Peaks is a better show than Lost, ultimately. But, well, I guess some of the bad episodes of Lost were a real drag.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man.
Anything else on Janey-E with Tommy and Jimmy getting accounts settled?
Well, I guess we know that she's sitting on $450,000 or something like that, somewhere around there, and so she could very easily pay off the 52,000 and still have quite a chunk of change left. But she makes some mogul moves here, and she gives them like a generous, like 10% interest or something. On the 22,000, and I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
That she like very easily could have
Worked
just
them
paid off
down.
the whole bill. Yeah.
I like showing up with the wad of cash like that.
Yeah.
Okay. The Spike shows up at Lorraine's office and stabs her to death, along with 2 innocent coworkers. While doing so, he accidentally bends his signature spike, which clearly upsets him.
Yeah, this is this is really, I think this is where I start to like vocalize. Like, this is where I don't know if I have how much time I have for the return right now. Lorraine has quite the theme music. Really violent. This is a really brutal stabbing to death.
It is, yeah.
I don't really know what to say here, man. And like, yeah, the spike goes and kills some other people too. Damn, isn't that crazy?
What's he gonna do next? Probably try to do that to Cooper. Richard drives to a field where he wipes the boy's blood off his truck's grill. This works extremely well.
Yeah, I think you're good now, man.
Yeah. Inside a restroom, Hawk drops a coin, which rolls into a stall. He picks it up, which causes him to notice a screw missing from the stall door's paneling. He gets a small stepladder and a crowbar and pulls the paneling back to find pages. Chad comes in here. Is it Chad?
Yeah.
Chad comes in here and it's really fucking annoying for a while.
I noticed he was gonna bring his like coffee cup into the bathroom with him. That's so nasty.
Yeah.
Ugh.
He was
like
setting
your
up
open
shop.
coffee cup?
That was the
Yeah,
worst
like,
bathroom
this
ever.
book. Yeah. And okay. I know we're about to hit like the historical financial crisis here in the US. And I don't mean to like so I know that that whatever grasp on like security any of us have is extremely tenuous and fleeting here. So I'm not here to brag about my financial situation and say that I'm like gonna be rock solid forever, but If a coin falls on a bathroom floor and rolls behind a toilet, I'm gonna leave it there.
If I
myself.
have to get my face into the toilet to get the dime,
Yeah.
I'm going to the bank and taking out a loan for whatever I was planning
Yeah.
on purchasing.
Yep. I'm gonna. I'll make it up somewhere else and maybe spend. I'll maybe skip the next cup of coffee or something because
I'll get a payday loan.
It's worth it to me to not be touching the bathroom floor. I think.
Yeah.
Especially behind a toilet like that. Especially seeing what, you know, Chad's doing bad things to the toilet in the
yeah.
police station.
Ooh. Question for you. So I told you I went bowling this weekend. You're bowling, having fun. You're wearing bowling shoes, rented bowling shoes, which is the worst part of bowling. You got to go to the bathroom.
Because you just wish you could take them home with you.
You just wish you
give
could
them
go
back.
to bed
You
in
hate-
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you switching into your personal street shoes to go to the bathroom, or are you wearing the bowling alley shoes into the bathroom?
Gosh, I don't know. I've it's been so long since I've bowled. I feel you're supposed to. You're supposed to switch back into your normal shoes, right?
I don't know. That's what I ended up doing. But then I
think
thought,
that's probably. Yeah,
then I
but
was
like, what if you really gotta go? I don't want to be like,
switching
tying
shoes.
my shoes as I'm crapping everywhere, dude.
Yeah, and that's how quick these things go. You know,
Sometimes
as soon as
it
I'm
happens.
aware I
So
need to go,
If you're eating bowling alley food, you need to be
it's important
ready to
not to
play.
do that. I would say for a good time.
eating the bowling alley food.
Yeah, don't do that.
You didn't get any munchies while you were there?
No, because then you're
All business.
bowling. Yeah, I'm all business, but also your hand could not be greasier than if it's at a bowling alley for
Yeah.
more than
Like
5 minutes.
I can picture like
Yeah.
the film on my hand
Yeah,
from being at a bowling. And
you
bowling
want to
can be
grip that
fun.
around
It
a
can be good time.
mozzarella stick.
Yeah. Ooh. No thanks.
Yeah.
I'm leaving
Well.
that mozzarella stick. I'm leaving that quarter on the floor. It was like a special coin. We should point out, like it seems to be an American Indian
Mm-hmm.
on it or something. And so like presumably this is part of like Hawk's heritage being relevant to the case here. And I think if this was overall like kind of cool that there's a note hidden in this stall door. And also Hawk just looks cool as hell.
Yeah.
Like with his white hair like this. I like Hawk quite a
Yeah,
bit.
it's dope. Get your ends looking dope.
Mm-hmm.
Back at the sheriff's station, Doris comes, upset with Frank about her father's car apparently not being repaired. Deputy Chad makes cruel statements about Doris and hers and Frank's son that committed suicide. He couldn't bear being a soldier. It's just a crazy thing to say.
Being a soldier.
Damn, dude.
That was really funny, to be
Yeah.
honest.
About a coworker's like child that committed suicide.
Boo-hoo,
Whoa.
I'm a soldier. Where I'm gonna kill myself. Where?
Especially like a cop doing that. It's crazy.
Yeah. So, probably not chill to make fun of somebody for taking their own life, but it's really funny to make fun of for someone for being a soldier. Though that's really funny. He also says, "Oh, it's a free world, isn't it?" Which is weird. I feel like mostly people would be saying it's a free country, but it's a free world. I mean,
It's also a bizarre response to like, hey, what you're doing fucking sucks.
yeah, you're being a real dickhead.
Oh, hey, I'm allowed to. Hey,
Yeah,
buddy.
we're asking. We wish you wouldn't, though. That's kind of like the point of.
I'm allowed to wish you weren't.
Yeah.
At the roadhouse.
But yeah, I guess the
sorry.
idea is that Doris and Frank's son committed suicide at some point, and that Doris changed after that. I mean, Frank probably changed too, but like she's getting on Frank's ass about various things now. She seems to be taking him to task for every little thing here, and I think she's it's some sort of like psychological fallout of what's happening with their characters here. I think is what we're meant to take from all this.
What is it like that might change a family dynamic? What a surprise, you know?
Yep.
Something horrific like that. At the Roadhouse, Sharon Van Etten plays Tarifa.
Best song so far, I think. It was a really cool song.
I was double tapping through it. Stunned by the time I hit
didn't
this
like
point. I didn't even try. You know, it was just like, thank God the episode's over, honestly.
Oh, wow. I loved this song.
Maybe I'll go back and listen to it just to...
I think you'd like it, too. I think it's the kind of
I will.
music that you're into. Okay. Well, here we are at the end of the episode, where we're moving to our superlatives. My outfit of the episode goes to Laura Dern's Diane shirt. That was a good-ass shirt. And I think I've decided to sort of, like, when appropriate, nominate a vehicle of the episode. And I'm going to give it to, I assume, Red's black Corvette. That has a cool car.
Am I talking crazy that Richard kind of had a cool outfit?
Remind me what he had going on.
I feel like there were some layers going on. There's a jacket and a flannel potentially. I don't know.
I told you before we started recording that Zoe and I went to see Project Hail Mary over the weekend, and I didn't do this because I'm a good person. I'm like a considerate like citizen of the world. But like I was tempted to like lean over and say something to Zoe during the theater. Ryan Gosling wears some excellent sweaters in Project Hail Mary, and I wanted to say "wool of the episode" a couple of times.
So you won't even like lean over, whisper something that no one could hear.
I'm being respectful.
Okay.
I'm honoring the movie.
I'm surprised you're not standing then.
I am. I'm already standing. I'm saluting this screen.
Just as Tom Cruise would order.
Or encourage us all to. Yeah, the people who sat next to me, dude.
Were you showing them by being quiet? Were you really getting back at them? No, I'm sorry. I should let you finish.
No, I should have. I should have done something more extreme because these guys were rude. Like an older couple comes in, and this, admittedly, Zoe and I ran into this problem when we got there. We got there very early just because of like what we were doing, the schedule. We just got there early, whatever. And we had seats 10 and 11 in this theater, and the numbering on the seats it was very difficult to tell like which number the seats were on. Is it on the left side of the seat or the right side of the seat? And you know, we counted in from the side. They're like, okay, this is 10, 11. We're in the right seats. And then we were sitting there, and more people were coming in, and we heard everybody like have the same exact problem. People like, is it on the left or the right? And then everyone's counting out their things. So it seems like a bad design that like the theater should do something about. I don't know. But the couple that came in to sit next to me had the audacity to like. They came in right as the show started, which I gotta hand it to them as far as like timing goes. Like the 20 minutes of trailers and ads before a movie. Like I liked watching trailers. I do not like watching ads. So I don't know. Let's cut back on the. It's getting 20 minutes gratuitous.
That's way too much.
It was literally 20 minutes.
I think they should advertise both commercials or like a trailer start time and movie show time, and you decide when you want to show up. But
right, yeah,
they're able to. So
they did time it right. But I think if you're trying to swoop in right at movie time, you should be approaching your mission with a little bit more humility. Than
on your best behavior.
Yeah, because you were going to be that's when the lights have like dimmed here, and everyone's like ostensibly seated. The show has begun, even though it is 20 minutes of ads to start with. But they're doing the scooch. Let me scooch by you here with this stuff, and this motherfucker says to me, "I'm just gonna let you know, that's my seat. I'll let you sit there, but if someone else comes and we have to move, I'm sitting there." That's what he says to me about this seat. And I said,
Did you jump up?
I said, "I'm in seat 11. We bought seat 11. The number is on the left side of the seat." And then he was fine. Whatever. This was not a big confrontation, but he started off
Real hot.
a relationship pretty hot. Yeah. Which, like, how about you just like do your own count or something? I don't know. Like, don't you should be approaching this with like, yeah.
I probably am messing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably.
You want to double check before you confront somebody. Don't you want to be kind of like sure that you're right?
Yeah.
And
That's your job.
That's your job, especially now that like the fucking movie is starting. Let's be extra careful. And then dude sits down. He like his wife is like touching on him like in it too. Is like just like rubbing on him throughout it. I can hear like that like next to me the whole fucking time. And he like falls asleep and he starts snoring. And then wakes up and he has like a big like bag of popcorn. I don't like a plastic bag. I didn't know if they like sold that or like he brought his own. Or, like,
Cool.
It wasn't like a regular whatever thing of popcorn. Bucket, that's the word people say, right? Or like
Yeah.
basket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bucket.
There was like a big like garbage bag full of popcorn. And he's like he's munching. Movie ends, whatever. Movie's good, by the way. Project Hail Mary. It's a good movie. We leave the theater, and Zoe looks at me. I've got like popcorn all over my shirt. I didn't notice, but he was being so messy that he was like flinging popcorn, like he was like munching with his mouth open, just getting popcorn all over me. It's animal, dude. Animal. I cannot abide that.
That sucks. It would have been funny to be like to have a loud conversation with Zoe about how was it from seat 10. It was pretty good from seat 11.
We had great seats. We had great seats. I guess, minus being next to this animal. But
scum.
Yeah.
It's too far.
He's not even a human being to me.
This is the direction we want to go down.
Okay, so you liked Richard Horne's outfit. Any other like vehicles or other like standouts you like to?
My heart is still with Janey-E's SUV.
Okay, nice. We didn't see it in the episode though, so like.
Yes, we did. We saw it.
Oh, did we?
She gets in it at the playground. She opens the door.
Okay.
We saw the wood
Very
panel.
well. Okay, a returning champion then, the wood paneled SUV. Very good. And speaking of Janey-E, my star of the episode goes to Naomi Watts. I think that this dressing down that she gives the thugs at the playground was quite enjoyable, and I guess she kind of has to do some thankless work in like tugging Cooper around places and just kind of like nagging him, I suppose. But this one where she kind of got to stretch her legs a little bit and dress these guys down. I thought it was a fun scene.
Yeah, it was good to see her have something worthwhile to do.
Is she your star as well then?
Yeah.
Or do you have somebody else?
No, I think that's a good one.
Atticus, what are you rating this episode out of 5?
I think I'm going for a 2.
Yeah, but what are you rating the episode?
I think I'm gonna do a 2 as well for that.
Okay.
I'm sitting on a 2 for this.
He's heading off to the bathroom. Yeah, dude, I'm delivering a 2 for this episode as well. Unfortunately, I was not into this one.
And you're not happy to give it out.
There were some redeeming qualities. I think I mentioned, but like there was too much to dislike about this for that to be too much higher.
Yeah. Reputation check. People are like excited all the way through like these episodes. These are good episodes in common understanding.
I don't know. We should know that. but I don't know. I want to yeah, what did people think about this episode? You know, sometimes I'll read a review from IMDb or some such. Let's pull something up live here. Well, here we go. What's to dislike? This is what someone says here. 1 and 2 before watching season 3 for the first time now, having reached this episode. A lot of people seem to be up in arms about it, calling it boring or pointless. Yeah, we're kind of put squarely in the crosshairs here, Atticus.
Yeah.
In a way, I can see how one can find it boring or tedious, but so is looking at the Mona Lisa or the pyramids. David Lynch
I'm
is
not
an
following
artist.
you there.
Yeah, sorry. Looking at the pyramids is tedious?
Yeah.
Also,
You may call this boring, but I think fun is boring too. Like, no, that doesn't.
David Lynch is an artist. There is meaning in every scene, even if the meaning is just to poke fun at typical TV tropes. Take, for instance, how no one seems to really notice how Dougie/Cooper is out there like Pluto. Do you really think that's sloppy writing? I don't think so. I think it's on purpose. Maybe to show us how most people are so focused on themselves that they don't even really realize other people's condition as long as they seem to be functional or appear normal. Heck, the girls of the office even seem to be smitten by Dougie, almost wetting himself like a little boy, needing help since she offered him a kiss. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't think that was like an accident.
No, yeah. That's such an odd, like, it was on purpose. Like, yeah, can we get past that back and forth? Like, on this, like, I agree on purpose. And now I'm talking about whether I thought it was a good decision or not. And I think it was boring.
Yeah. Or even like I'm still, I'm still holding space for like, you know, this all to come together, and like I will I will look back on this and appreciate this. Be like, you know, in the moment, like I think I get what he's going for here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like kind of not into it right now.
Is that okay? Is that allowed?
This person continues. Speaking of the Dougie arc, yes, of course it tests your patience. But you know what? The longer I see Kyle do this brilliantly, the more I wish there was a spin-off called Life of Dougie or something. There's just something calming and soothing about watching an innocent man-child go through the motions with a childlike sense of wonder while Windswept by Johnny Jewel can be heard. I mean, I just like disagree. Like I didn't find it calming. I found it frustrating.
Yeah.
Which is fine. We can have different reactions to it. I would definitely not tune into Life of Dougie. Sounds bad.
No.
The new Twin Peaks is different, yes. It's because it is the show we would have gotten had it been mostly Lynch with complete freedom to decide. Basically, I feel it's a lot less like the once planned Mulholland Drive TV series that never materialized. Lynch did say it's the same TV universe and several of the actors are in it, although he does that a lot. All right. Okay, sure. For sure, it's more Fire Walk with Me than Nadine joins the cheerleaders. But with half the cast dead, how could they continue? I accept that things are different. At its core, it's still the same show through and the same mysteries that draw me in. Try to see it like a piece of art, open to interpretation. Don't overanalyze everything and just enjoy the ride, the images, the music, the impressions. Because that's how Lynch himself suggests we should do it. If you can do that, I think you'll enjoy the show. It's a bold show that no one else could pull off.
Can you imagine if the criticism really was, this is different from season 2 and period, end of sentence, no more thoughts. And this person expertly explained why that's okay. Like, oh, okay, then I'm stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I get more out of it the more like we talk and think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, like it's the sitting back and like enjoying the ride that like this episode in particular was, I think, was trying to challenge that. Like I think this is a weird episode to to try to defend it on. Like, oh, just have fun. Like this one's like
No fun.
I think deliberately not fun.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like an episode where, like, for the most part, I don't think there's things I'm not following. It's just excruciating.
And yeah, I'm not asking for, like, can we do more Nadine Jones the cheerleaders?
What's a really funny, like, you dummies just want more Ben Horne as a Confederate and Nadine as a cheerleader, don't you? It's like, no, that's not what I'm asking for.
And I guess it's good to say here, because we've been kind of bashing on it here, but like there's a lot I like about the return so far. And so like I'm not out on this whatsoever. I think just like right now, I think like, you know, you gotta go down to go up or whatever. So that's just how I'm feeling about this one here. I don't know, man.
Anticipating a payoff, and we haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah, exactly. This might happen. You got a prediction for next episode? What's gonna happen?
Cooper's gonna get dragged around. And
you think so?
He's gonna klutz his way away from the Spike. He's gonna like not understand something, and that's gonna stop Spike from killing him.
Okay. I keep predicting that we're gonna see Big Ed, and so I'm gonna put all my chips on Big Ed again. I'm double or nothing. Big Ed next time.
It's wise.
Folks, thanks for listening to the show. We appreciate you sticking with us. Even, you know, like it's episodes like this that will separate the true fan. If you really like this episode, you'll understand that us not liking the episode of the TV show is actually why our podcast is so good. So get in the comments and tell us how good we are at this or whatever. I don't know. Or just come find me and kill me, dude. I don't give a fuck. Why don't you just to put me out of my misery, man? Next week we're gonna watch The Return Part 7, and we're still not halfway through.
Lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7. Thanks for listening to the show. Atticus, hit him with the catchphrase.
Now this is podcasting.
Yeah, no, different one. You can't do the same one as last time. Different catchphrase and go.
Time to podcast.
This is a brand new Extra Good podcast. Learn more at brandnewextragood.com.